Hello everyone, good morning. So it's now Friday. I filmed a whole video, it was over an hour long of footage yesterday, and there was either a smudge on the lens or it was blurry, but I just feel like that is so typical of what's been going on. So I'm back today refilming for you guys, and to be honest, I didn't really love the look. I kind of just did like a natural look yesterday, but I'm just gonna start getting ready on camera and then update you guys on everything that's been going on lately. So to start off, I'm just gonna be moisturizing with this Tatcha Balance Pore Perfecting Water Gel. When I was staying with Mom, Nicole in Florida, we went to Sephora. Literally spent way too much money and we both picked this up. I haven't used it in a couple days because my skin was so bad. It broke out so bad, but honestly, I don't think it's the product because I'll fill you guys in on everything in a couple of minutes, but again, I don't think it's the product. I think it was just bad timing, so I'm gonna use it again today. Oh, by the way, how cute are these little earrings, if you could see them? A subscriber sent them to me and they mean caffeine, so it's like the symbol for caffeine. So it is currently 9 a.m. I wanted to wake up super early so I could get this up by tonight because I don't know what happened to me, but I'm just so slow at editing lately. All right, so let's move on. We're gonna use the NYX Pore Filler Primer. So I have a lot to update you guys on. I feel like I haven't sat down and talked to you guys in so long. How to get your cats to come in, take a wire, and just start making noise. Oh. Come here, show me a new haircut, everyone. Hey everyone, I got a new haircut. Come on up. So they both got haircuts. I'll tell you that story before I get into everything else. So we wanted them to get groomed. They haven't been groomed before, and their hair was just literally like everywhere. Every other day, or basically every single day, we had to keep cleaning because we have dark wood floors and they shed so much. We had a mobile groomer come to our house. Quickly, foundation is the Becca Aqua Luminous. We had a mobile groomer come to our house. I got the number from her from a lady at the vet that worked at the vet. I wish you could have just seen what they just did. Again, we were just gonna do like a trim. I wanted their butts shaved because poop gets stuck to their hairy little butts. And when the lady came, she was like, all right, so what do you guys wanna do, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, just a trim, you know, nothing crazy. Speaking of nothing crazy, I have to wet my beauty blender. So I was just like, okay, like a little trim, shave the butts, blah, blah, blah. And Brett was like, no, shave them. And I'm like, absolutely not. So she was like, well, I actually specialize in the lion haircut. So I do like 40% of my customers, I do the lion haircut. So I was like, all right, well, I've seen that before and I think it's so, so, so cute where they cut the really fluffy cats and make them look like lions. So we let her do it. She takes Cindy out first. After about a half hour, she comes in. I'll show you guys Cindy in a minute. She was much. It's so sad. What? They are fine, but her haircut is Cindy. So Cindy comes in and the lady was like, she was moving all over the place, and when I was cutting her little tail, she moved and I cut her puff off. So normally they shave the whole tail and they leave like a big fluffy puff at the end. So Cindy looked like a mess. So I'm like, oh my God, do I even give her Bear? Like, do I even let her do Bear after what just happened to Cindy? But obviously I'm too nice and I would never like be the type of person where I'm like, oh no, she doesn't look good, you can't do my other one. So I was just like, all right, well, they're both gonna look silly together. So Bear comes back in and he looks so cute. So his came out really good. She said that he sat still and he was a good boy, unlike Miss Cindy girl. So I'll show you guys them in a minute. Look at her tail. It was supposed to have a big giant poof on it. So she looks really silly. Right, girl? But you're still beautiful. But Bear's came out much better, so we'll show you Bear, but I'm sure it feels nice. All she would ever do is just try and like lick that hair right here, so we'll see. Cindy, you're still a gorgeous girl. Look at her. Oh, that fluffy one. My senorita fluffy tail is no longer fluffy. All right, now let's go find Bear so I can show you his haircut and then that's it. You know, Barry, what are you doing over here? So we're currently in my spare bedroom where I have all my clothes. Can we show everyone your cute haircut? Look at the tail. So this is what Cindy's tail was supposed to look like. Little lion boy. So they leave like the legs kind of fluffy at the bottom. And then the tail looks like a lion, obviously. And then they leave all this. And he looks so handsome. So that happened. That was, I think, like a week ago. So before I get into all of the random details of my life, I wanted to talk about my Misguided launch. Everything was absolutely crazy, so I just wanted to say first, thank you guys so much, everyone who was so patient. I'm saying so patient now because it's over with, but that we're dealing with the craziness that was going on. So I don't know why, like, I just was like, I think it's gonna go smooth, I think it's gonna go great, and of course we crashed the website within like a couple minutes. When I went out to Manchester and we were talking about the launch and everything, I told them what had happened with my palette launch, and I was like, I don't want the same thing happening, obviously, because it's frustrating and stressful, yada yada yada. Their biggest day of the year is on Black Friday, so they get like, I guess, an insane amount of traffic on Black Friday. So they were like, all right, well, you know what, we have our servers, like everything's gonna be good, we're prepared for heavy traffic, like don't even worry about it. So I was pretty confident in the fact that they were able to handle the traffic and everything like that. So launch happened at around 8 a.m. Eastern time, and again, within a couple of minutes, the website was down and everything was just very chaotic. But luckily, after some fixes on the IT end, a lot of people were able to get their order. People that were in the UK literally got their deliveries the next day. So it's been so amazing getting to see all your pictures. But I know some people's orders had gotten canceled, and I just wanted to let you guys know I talked to them about that, because when I started seeing your tweets saying like orders canceled like 1 or 2 days later, I was like, what is going on? So I called them and I was very upset. I'm like, why are people's orders getting canceled? So I think like every 30 seconds, the quantity of the items left update. So things were overselling when they didn't have as much stock in stock. So what they did say was they're working on a way to figure out anyone whose orders that did get canceled before the relaunch happens. We're gonna try and send like a direct link to those people. That way, if your order was canceled and you technically already did get it and then it was refunded, you guys will have the chance to buy it before it goes on sale and before any more madness happens. So we're working on getting that done, so anyone who was disappointed will be able to get whatever item that they wanted. So just know that we've been working day and night trying to make everybody happy and trying to get everything done. If anyone's having any problems with their order, first definitely reach out to Misguided. I will list below where you guys can reach out to them. If for whatever reason you don't hear back in a couple of hours, just tweet me whatever problem that you're having, and then I'll send it over to my contact over at Misguided. I know they're literally working all hours of the night trying to get back to everybody, trying to make sure everyone's happy. So I just wanted to throw that out there as well, that anyone who is having issues, don't worry, I have your back. I will make sure that everyone's order is handled correctly, just like we did for the BH palette. So I don't want anyone to think that if something goes wrong that, oh, that's the end of the world and nothing's gonna be fixed about it. Everything will be fixed, and I will do my best to make sure everyone is happy. So the demand was just way higher than we had expected. I have never done a clothing line before, obviously. I've never done anything like this. So it was definitely a learning lesson. We were only originally gonna do like the one launch, and then once it was sold out because it is a limited edition collection for summer. But since there were some issues and a lot of people wanted it and weren't able to get it, we are doing another relaunch in August. I will let you guys know the date when I get the actual date, but I just want you to know that we will be relaunching all of the popular pieces. That way, if you want a certain piece, you could still get it. Also, for anyone who received the tracking number and can't track their order, I placed a big order. I wanted to get like my mom, my sister, my grandma, and everybody like some clothes. So I had a tracking number sent to me and it wasn't trackable either, so I just figured it wasn't tracked. And it arrived yesterday. So just don't worry, just be a little bit patient. It takes time, and although some people are getting it quicker, it doesn't mean that you're not gonna get yours. It's just that there's thousands and thousands and thousands of orders, and there's only so many people at Misguided trying to send everything out. So thank you guys again for a crazy but successful and a little bit stressful, maybe a lot bit stressful launch. I didn't sleep for like 2 days. I was up answering people and just making sure everything was going on smoothly. But today, my blue jumpsuit and a pair of trousers were launched. If anyone wants to go check it out, there are still some pieces that are still in stock, which I will list below in the description box for anyone interested. If I didn't cover anything as far as the whole Misguided thing and you had more questions, please just comment below and I'll do my best to answer everybody. This is just the questions off the top of my head that I wanted to discuss with you guys. I'm using the color Ginger by NARS, and since my skin's been really dry because I've been using acne medication, I went to get a facial and she's given me all kinds of acne medication, but since it is pretty drying on my skin, I'm gonna add in a little bit of this Best Damn Beauty Oil into the concealer just because it's gonna make it a little bit more creamy for me. So I'm just adding like 1-2 drops. And then I'm just gonna go back in and so I feel like it's been forever since I've just sat and updated you guys on what's been going on. Let's go back to, because it's been almost a month, let's go back to the end of June. We planned a trip out to LA because our apartment lease was up. So we had to go and get all of our stuff out. So that was, what date? I think it was like the 27th or something like that. When we first got the apartment with Nicole and Jeremy, we were out in LA like every couple of months together. We saw the apartment and we're like, you know what, why don't we split it? And we're out here all the time together, so it just makes total sense. And of course, as soon as we get the apartment, I ended up buying a house like a couple months later, and then she ended up buying a house a couple months after that. So we just were so busy with a million other things that we just ended up not really even being in LA that much. I also had a hair appointment with Guy Tang, and this air conditioning just turned on. I hope you guys can't hear it. So I had a hair appointment with Guy Tang, which I was so excited about. He's so amazing. I followed him for so long and he's just so awesome at hair color. I knew I didn't want anything crazy. I just wanted like some brown highlights. So I don't know if you guys saw that picture, but he made my hair look so beautiful. Like the best my hair's ever looked, and like styling wise. And I really did like the highlights. And I felt like if the base of my hair was dyed like super dark before he did all the highlights, I probably would have liked it more. But because I needed like my roots done really bad and my hair was kind of lighter than I normally would like it, like I really like a deep base and I like it really deep around my face. What happened was a couple of days after I got home, especially the front piece, it started turning like brassy and like a little bit orangey, which I had my friend throw a toner on it just because I figured that would help. So then what happened was I took all of my photos for Misguided and I did them all like in the mirror, and after I sent them all, like they said they needed regular photos as well. So I had to redo all the outfit photos. I didn't answer my phone. I didn't talk to anybody for like almost 2 weeks because I was just trying to get everything done for the launch. And we found a really awesome location really close to our house. But of course the days that we were shooting, it was like 90 degrees, muggy, disgusting. So it was really, really hard, not gonna lie, getting all those photos done because it was just me and Brett. We had no team, we had nobody with us. So for me, like, if I want a really good photo, like I wanted these photos to be really good and really special because, I mean, this is the launch of my clothing line. Like, this was the biggest thing that I've ever done and I was so excited about. So during this time, in the midst of me literally having a nervous breakdown thinking I'm not gonna get my pictures done in time, the first day of shooting, when we got back, I uploaded a lot of the pictures and my hair looked almost like greenish, and I think it was because the toner, I don't know what happened. So I was just like, that's it, how am I supposed to take all my photos? What do I do? So I ran to Harmon's and I got like a temporary hair color. So it's only supposed to last 28 shampoos, and of course I do it and then it ends up coming out like almost black. So I'm like, so it was definitely stressful, but we got it done, which is awesome. So yeah, that's the story about my hair, why I dyed it. I know a lot of people were like, how could you dye over the masterpiece? Like, it looked amazing. And yeah, 100%, it looked so amazing. When I left there that day, I was in love with it, but it just didn't look right after I washed it, and then I toned it, and then it didn't look right again. So here I am back to darks. So literally, he's amazing. If you guys wanna see how he did my hair, he posted a video on his channel. Unfortunately, I don't have the highlights anymore, but I have a feeling once 28 shampoos happen that they're gonna come back out, so we'll see. Like, I would have loved to just go and have like a good toner put on and had it fixed, but I just literally had 0 time. I was a crazy person for that whole entire week. That was the story with my hair. Also, when we got back from LA, we had the people here doing my closet. They were originally only supposed to take 3 days. So they had the 3 days mapped out, and by the 3rd day, they were not even remotely close to being done. They weren't even halfway done. So they ended up coming 7 days. So 7 full days that they were here doing my closet, and they still have to come back another day. So it was really hard to get work done when I had people working in my house literally right next door to me, sawing and pounding and making so much noise. So I did get one video up. That was my last video, not the clothing one, the one before. So I did get that up, and I just did a voiceover because I wanted to get at least something up for you guys. So I'll show you guys after this video like a little sneak peek of my closet so far if you want to see it. It's not done, and there's no clothes or really anything in it yet, so I will give you guys like the full tour once it is officially done, but I figured since I've been MIA for so long, I'll give you guys a little sneak peek. It's so annoying filming with this camera because it overheats like really quickly. So like I lose track of what I was talking about. Oh, okay, now I remember. So we had our dining room chairs delivered, we had our kitchen chairs delivered, we had a bunch of chandeliers and like lighting delivered. We had the electrician here. He ended up being here for 2 full days doing our chandeliers in our family room, which I'll show you guys after as well. If you guys don't follow me on Snapchat, on July 3rd, we had a barbecue at Brett's father's house. What? Yeah? How? What do you mean? What? Oh my God, Brett just told me that a friend of ours from high school just passed away. Literally, my heart just broke. So we just got news that a friend from high school was killed this morning, so I'm gonna still continue to finish this video, but it's just completely mind-blowing. Right now, just call or text someone that you love and tell them that you love them, because life is just so short and you just literally never know. It's just horrible because there was like a group of guys and they were all really, really close, and this is now the 3rd person from that group to pass away. So it's just like, oh man, it sucks. So many people that I haven't seen from high school, I only ever see them at these wakes, and it's just getting so over it. It's just so crazy how you just never know what people are going through. And that's why it's just so important to be kind to other people, because you just never know. Someone could seem super happy and then just don't know what they're going through. If any of you guys are going through a hard time, you just need to talk to somebody. You can't keep your problems in, you have to talk. I feel like we're always so afraid to ask for help because we don't want to look weak, or I don't even know. It's just you can't live life like that. You have to talk to people, you have to let your feelings out. Alright, so as I was saying, I want the rest of the video to be silent. On July 3rd, we were at Brett's dad's for a barbecue. There was like a baby stray kitten there. When I got there, I thought someone had brought their cat. I was like, oh my gosh, who brought the kitten? Like, it was just a baby. And it was just a stray, and no one knew where it came from. And the entire night, it just wouldn't leave me alone. It kept jumping up on me and like kneading on me. And I was posting it all over Snapchat, and people were like, the kitten chose you, like you need to keep him. So I was begging Brett to take him home, and I like slightly convinced him, but by the end of the night he was like, I don't think it's a good idea, like what if he has a family, like blah 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 blah. So the kitten ended up running away before we were leaving, and I was so upset. Like I cried the whole way home, and I was just very, very upset. The next morning we got a call from his dad saying that the kitten was back. So we drove back down and we went and we got the kitty, and this was now July 4th. So July 4th we sat in like an animal emergency hospital because we wanted to make sure like he was all good before we brought him around our cats. So he ended up getting blood work, and he got his shots, his first round of shots and everything, and he came back negative for leukemia, but the vet was saying that we still have to keep him separate for like up to 3 months, because for kittens sometimes it could take 3 months to show. So I don't know if you guys know anything about this, but the thought of leaving him in the room by himself for 3 more months just like breaks my heart. So if you guys have heard about this before or any suggestions, please let me know. I'm thinking about calling like another vet or two and just getting like a second opinion, because anyone that I've talked to, they're like, I've never heard that before. Like, it's not nice leaving him in another room. And luckily we have a guest room downstairs with a bathroom and a nice king-size bed and stuff, so he's living a lot better than he was out in the wilderness, of course, and he's getting lots of food, but I just want him around the kitties, so I don't know. If you guys know anything, let me know. Where's the baby? This is our guest bedroom. Are you kidding me, Bo? All he does is play with freaking toilet paper. What are you doing in here? Hi, Boosh. Can you say hi to everyone? Oh, hi. Let's look at his little hands. He's got thumbs. Let's show him your thumbs. Who's the cutest baby? Who's just a little one? It's so crazy how big he already got. Oh, there he goes. Look at the mittens. I love you guys. Oh, the baby. Show him how we walk with the bow legs. Oh, sweet boy. There's so many other things that I really wanted to talk to you guys about, but I'm just gonna save that for my next video. But I wanted to get something up for you guys, so I just wanna get through this. And for blush, I'm using this one. And for lips, BFF2 by ColourPop. This lip color does not look good with this eyeshadow. I'm going to try the 0.0 from Kathleen's collab. And then I'm just finishing it off with a setting spray. Alright guys, so I was gonna do my hair and everything and then show you guys like some of the new stuff that I got, but after the news, obviously, I'm just not in the mood. I don't think it's right. So this is gonna be it for now. I promise I will get another video up for you guys and I'll update you on everything else as well. But for now, I'm just gonna go make a few phone calls and call the people that I love and just tell them that I love them. And again, just remember that as bad as it is or as hard as it is right now, things will always get better. I love you guys so much. You're beautiful, you're enough, and see you guys next time. So next we have the green satin dress. I actually gave the size 2 to my best friend. I showed you guys in blush in the mint color. It's very stretchy, super cute. I paired this dress with a pair of Adidas sneakers and the satin bomber, and I thought it looked so cute.